2 of T2 and another 2 sessions of fast and furious table tennis about to be served up. 24-minute matches yesterday served up some great action, and I think it's fair to say we're looking forward to some more of the same today. First up, Team Rossi against Team Mays, and as you just heard, it's Georgina Pota of Hungary against Feng Tianwei of Singapore. Team Rossi against Team Mays. We start with the women today, and we get underway with Gavin Runge, who is alongside me, and looking forward, I'm sure, to... You were very enthusiastic about yesterday, so I imagine you're enthusiastic about it today.
Yeah, it's obviously very exciting to be part of this T2 and to be so close to the action here in the commentary box. Two very established players, especially Feng Tianwei, who's been in the women's world top 10 for many years now. Georgina Pota, one of Europe's top players as well.
Here's Pota, 3 times Hungarian Player of the Year, 2 times European Championship gold, a doubles winner on tour this year as well. So she certainly knows her way around the table tennis table. She drew in a thrilling match, one of the later matches of yesterday with shocks. So that was certainly something that the spectators enjoyed. And Feng Tianwei, well, not having quite such a good time. She lost 4-0 to Wu of Team JJ. But she certainly is somebody who is very experienced, 30 years of age. About to get underway. Just a reminder, these 24-minute matches, when the clock's up, the match is up. The clock only stops for captain's timeout and match break after 2 games. There's no juice. If it's 10-all, we go to the next point. 11-10 is absolutely fine. And if we have an end of a match, or a game rather, within 2 minutes of the end of the 24, and we go to the kill zone game, which is first to 5, no clock on there. So it's pretty fast moving. It's only, 15 odd seconds between the points, otherwise the referees will get involved. There are yellow and red cards. Points can be deducted, and each game won is a point for the individual and the team, and of course whoever wins the match gets $1,000 as well, which is quite nice. Feng Tianwei with a little bit to prove after a bit of a thumping yesterday. A woman from Singapore, born in Harbin, naturalised Singaporean. Team silver at the Beijing Olympic Games, of course, so a bit of a hero across the straits. We're in southern Malaysia, of course, in the T2 cavern.
1-4.
Specially built for this brand new tournament, bringing a real new perspective to the game of table tennis.
Nice service from Gina Pota there, getting short to the forehand wing of Feng Tianwei.
I'm very pleased to report that the 3 flies that were sat on the net during the introductions have flown away somewhere. They won't be far away, trust me. This time, these 2 women have just flexed their rally muscles.
You could feel the intensity in the practice hall was upped from the Singaporean player. She was doing quite a bit of multi-ball this morning. Obviously a little disappointed with her performance yesterday, not picking up a single set.
Because we have found, and we did learn yesterday, that you can be really close. I know Paul Drinkel was in his match against Carlson to a 2-all, and if you just lose the 3rd one and you go into the kill zone and it's a 5-point game, you could win that. He was very close to winning it, but he managed to lose both. So from possibly 2-2, he ended up 4-0, and so it's not necessarily a reflection on the standard of play.
Pota doing well just to hang on here. Only 2 points in arrears. It's important that she can continue to serve well today like yesterday.
Great forehand from Feng. Just pulling out the gap a little bit. Look at that, really strong into the body. And that's a great couple of backhands this time. Just caught the edge of the table. That's why the apology was offered. Allowed to towel down after each 6 points. And they will do that, but it's still that 15 seconds that they have. Super slow-mos. I do love them though. They show such intensity in their faces. Well, Feng with the advantage, but Pota with the serve.
Yes. 5-8.
Did well there to scramble the ball back any way that she could.
That was set up by the serve. Awful amount of spin on that one. Less than 20 minutes on the clock now. And returned in kind. Forcing the air shot from Pota. That's a lovely shot. Now this is going to be a bit nip and tuck.
You can see Pota moving well out to the wide forehand, and that's important in the female game. The players are moving really quick left and right.
Yes. 8-9.
Well, it looked like Feng was racing to this first game, but let's not be so sure.
Pota really zoning in on the short forehand service.
It's just long. And Team Mays up and off and out of their seats. And that's the first game of the session of the second day of T2 wrapped up. It just looked for a moment like Pota might come charging back here, but that's the first game of T2 in the bag for Feng Tianwei as well.
Yeah, a magnificent serving display from both women there. Feng Tianwei carving round the right hand side of the ball many times on the serve. Georgina Pota opting for numerous backhand serves and targeting the short forehand area. So really good tactically from both players, and obviously coming from both coaches as well.
Second game. Feng to serve.
They don't change around after a first game, it's only after the second game and the timeout that they will change around. And as you can see, balls being thrown in. We have a whole load of them. We don't keep to the one ball and go chasing around after it. We just keep the game flowing as fast as possible.
And straight in again. Another big service. Fast, heavy float serve into the backhand corner.
Love 2.
Good start again from the Singaporean.
And obviously with Georgina Pota targeting the short forehand, occasionally you'll see her serving fast into the other corner as well to keep the opponent guessing.
Well, it's a bit unfortunate. There's some good backhands there from Pota, but she caught the net on the third one. That's great power from Feng. She really has come out really determined today.
That's a lovely little pick up there. The ball just drifting off the edge of the table, and you could see from our commentary position how low she managed to spin that ball over the net.
And again, missing on the forehand. And we're another nip and tuck game here between Georgina Pota and Feng Tianwei. So often those creep over. This time it didn't. Stayed the same side of the net for Feng. 4 apiece, under 15 minutes to go on this game. I think it's fair to say Pota giving Feng some of her own medicine there. Very attacking, in your face. Oh yes. Goodness me, what a shot.
A lot of players use that fast serve as a set play. Usually when you serve fast on the diagonal, the ball comes back on the diagonal. So that was good play.
That's long. Feng gets her nose in front again. Oh, my word. Shot so far of our early day. The girls were just slapping the ball around. And what a response that was from Pota. Don't see many better forehands, would you, from that?
Keeping the racket so high, it's like she doesn't really have a middle. A little bit like Timo Ball when you play against him. Same idea, you try and target the middle area. It's like he doesn't really have that. So, super play. And it's 6-all.
Pota just starting to find her range at the edge of the table, pushing Feng into defence.
This is normally her best shot, the backhand, but the first part of this set she'd be winning a lot from the forehand wing, so that was unusual.
Got round well onto the forehand. There's not enough time to get on the shot for Pota.
Clever change of direction here. As you see, backhand straight down the line off the bounce.
Oh, just took the edge. Well, all of a sudden, the balance of this game has gone the other way towards Feng. Pota looking very good early on, but a bit of bad luck. I mean, she's looking down the barrel of 2 games to nothing. And 3 game points to make it 2-0. Points for her, points for the team, and a chance to really boss this match. I've got a feel for these athletes as well, because although we're here all day and there are 6.5 hours of table tennis, they have 24 minutes and that's their day done. And then they can spend the rest of the day brooding about it.
That's why when you're on,
10.
you better get out there, try your best and win.
Attacking table tennis encouraged. Oh yes!
9, 10.
Well, she threw everything back at Feng and then finished it with aplomb.
That was an area of the table that had cobwebs on it. I've never seen a ball go out on that sort of angle before. Superb.
We'll speak to the cleaners.
10.
Well, what a comeback. So, here we go. Deciding point. We don't have juices here. 11-10 for somebody. And can Pota come back? And she was looking down the barrel of 2-0, but she has a chance here. No, not to be. She stamps the floor in frustration. And here's a second game for Team Mays and for Feng Tianwei. Well, table tennis is a game of fine margins, but this version of it, T2, the margins are finer than most.
You feel as well, Feng Tianwei's had 4 or 5 edge balls so far, and when Gina Pota goes for a few backhands there that have went net off, that must exaggerate the effect. Feeling really unlucky.
Yeah, and Team Rossi, bottom of the points table at the moment, could do with a few points coming their way. And you can't say that Pota hasn't played well, because she has.
Players change side.
Referees are tasked with keeping the times and keeping things running, not just the minute timeouts. And end of the second game we have a timeout as well, the captain's timeout, but also the 15-second gap between points. You like to keep things rattling along here on T2.
1 love.
Of course, yesterday for Team Rossi, they finished quite late, got into the restaurant quite late last night as well, so
Let.
definitely
Player,
an
please pass
advantage
higher.
for Team Mays having the earlier match yesterday.
Love.
Less than 10 on the clock. You should get 4 games in here though, possibly a game in the kill zone.
1, 2.
Oh, and this time the luck goes with Pota, who takes an edge. Well, they say luck evens out. Perhaps it does in this game.
4-0.
I think they're just trying to sort the score out there. I think the referee was saying 4-0, but we'll keep an eye on that.
Very short action there from Pota on the forehand side. A lot of players, when they play against her, do target that area.
Yeah, the referee's just trying to sort out the scores here. I think this clock has stopped. Could be 5-0, I think, but they're having a few computer problems, having to close it all back down and start again. There we go, Pota. The referee is happy now. That's the colleague. There's a bank of computers at the other end. Having a few problems with the technology, and well, still no points for Feng in this third game. Bit on the ladder for Feng, but Pota in good rhythm at the moment. Very deep serve. Perhaps this is a comeback.
And using that set play again. Fast serve into the backhand, followed by an early forehand.
Both these players on around 60, just over 60% serve one, so it's a very even affair, this, despite the score in the games.
Pota didn't really like that ball. Got rid of that one very quickly.
And that's the advantage of this version. You can do that.
2-8.
Pota, her face belying the fact that she's comfortably up in this game. Oh, she knew she should have won that one. Certainly played it in the right part of the table. Such an agonising game sometimes when you play it. And here comes Feng on the charge.
Feng Tianwei is at her best when she's getting round the corner using her forehand, but then changing directions, giving it 33% chance to the wide forehand, to the middle and to the wide backhand. Look at that, changing the wrist at the last second.
8-4.
Got some youngsters in the crowd again today.
8-5.
Enjoying several days holiday actually at the beginning of this week after Ramadan finished. In the busy old part of the world. Oh yes, great change of direction. Best rally of the day so far.
That's when you really see how good these women are, taking that ball so early.
She's still not totally cast adrift, Feng. Still asking the questions of Pota.
Still thinking clearly. If that set play is winning her numerous points, keep using it.
Net cord.
10-6.
Gives her a chance to take a game of her own, and then of course there is time for a short game when the clock stops. You will stop as well.
10-7.
Unless of course the scores are tied, and then we go to a deciding point. And there it is.
7-7.
Pota pulling one back. First game for her, 2-1. And we have, what, 4 minutes on the clock. So we should have a short and sharp game. And a chance for Pota to level things up.
It was very well deserved there from the Hungarian player, Georgina Pota. Just upped her game a little bit there. Right from the start, she was looking to up the tempo, up the pace.
Mentioned yesterday, she got married, I think it was this year, and she married Norbert Kovacs, the Olympic swimmer. Met at the Olympics in Beijing, and a great opportunity. She played table tennis with her guests. A bit like, you played table tennis with me yesterday, probably out of sympathy more than anything, but there you go. What a great addition to your day. Perhaps you just looked at it as training, I don't know. Just 3 minutes on the clock. It's a real chance for people to see how this is different to normal table tennis, in that we will get a result come what may after 24 minutes. Another good start from the Hungarian.
From the Rossi camp though, they would have thought that was a reasonable set play.
Well, she's grown in confidence as the match has gone on. Feng, who didn't manage a point, lost 4-0 yesterday.
Timeout. 1 minute.
And the timeout has been called by Team Rossi, which is interesting, really. Certainly looked like it from the referee, pointing this way towards the Rossi bench. And 3-0 up, you kind of wonder why. And a spin, you can just see the T2 logo rotating.
Love.
This is when the players just start to keep an eye on the clock. I know we were talking to Paul Drinkle yesterday, on the coach to the restaurant, after he lost 4-0, and he was saying that of course they had that short game at the end, and he was keeping an eye on the clock to see just what the situation was. With less than 2 minutes.
It's like tennis where you're searching for a ball, kid. Quickly, throw me the ball. I need to get back in for the next point.
Unless you've got a couple of points advantage, you might just be strolling to the table, hoping that the officials don't pick you up and give you a yellow card. Little fist bump. Pota knows the wind is blowing in her direction. The wind is in her sails, and well, can she hold on from here?
2-6.
No reaction from Pota. I just wondered whether it had taken a brush of the edge of the table, but no, it was wide by distance. Doesn't Feng know it? Ugly shot.
And Feng needs to speed up now. Straight back in, looking to serve.
Timeout.
Timeout called though
1 minute.
by Michael Mays. That's interesting. I more than anything, just trying to disrupt the rhythm of Pota, but whether that's enough with 40 seconds to go, you can not waste, but you can take 15 seconds between serves. So then, clock get underway. And that surely is enough to wrap it up. Let's see. Little smile, hint of a smile from Pota. It's long. It's long, but you'd think there's only one more point in this match and in this game. And what a comeback it's been.
Pota taking her time in the service delivery, and rightly so.
And she puts another point onto the total.
Match end.
A slight pause from the players who looked at the referee, who looked at the clock, and then realised we've gone to zero. To be fair to the referee, doesn't have quite as clear a view of the monitors as perhaps the players do. But it's been great work from Pota, who's pulled a 2-0 deficit back and levels that match at 2 apiece, which was the same score that she managed against Sox yesterday.
Yeah, some battling qualities there from Georgina Pota. And look at the bench there. They're going to be delighted there. Paul Drinkle, Elizabeta Samara, Dmitry Ovcharov.
And of course, she came very close in that second game to taking that. That was obviously 10-all, and it went the way of the Singaporean. There's some of the stats, and you can see the percentage serve. It's not enormous from either of these players, but you know, it was a fairly even set of stats, and that was reflected, I think, in the match itself. And early on, it was Feng making all the running, but Pota, she has an easy on-the-eye game, doesn't she? And came back into it with some very good rallies.
Yeah, Pota's backhand and forehand off the bounce really improved in the latter part of the third and fourth sets, staying a little bit closer to the table and hitting the ball with a little bit more penetration.
And some of those backhands absolutely outstanding, and how's that for a forehand? It's absolutely brilliant. Really some excellent work, and all the way through Pota with a very blank face. The game face was on, but she managed to pull it back, and she will be happy once again to have a couple of points in the bank as we head towards the grand finals in December. Of course, it all counts.